Ya brabo be fe ne nupe no ama ya pabe ye bie ye pro nyama ya kwabe papa wo sikanso e medi hia o okoje sikya na wa breye mponyo no amemu oboni esi konto bohini ehu fitempo a yesi kokko ona wo beka sem no ya hye won funu mumma timemu fu na ye pray dollar bako sidi timinto drogwa ye den Timinto, ready for so I will Timinto. Kakoye bedi so boys Timinto. Kenya Sabina Mamo. Kwesi, Ayare, Hunyum Bina, Ashe, Makume, Mama. Ye. And your door Hunyum Namito. Kwesi, Ayare, Hunyum Bina, Ashe, Makume, Muma. Da.
Yeah. Quand on se cherche, elle est broyée. Umrebe so ye betu se bare. Mudi ye din, kwaje besia. Na moni mabusia fu abeche.
Ye kwai no nya wo se ye ka na enye. Ma ye ka ne a wo se kwada nu suya de. Enti wo refi se su ku dan no abubu. Yeah. You belly fool what they kill you. So corruption and dirty games. And my refi se emri in kaso. Yeah. No say what you swap for. Everyone you can be needy and I want you for. But since the day you can hold rumble, who soon they will buy a bear yesterday. And you don't who you na me too. Or who you be no shame. Mama. Yeah. Yeah, to you. Yeah, that will come. The trouble, rap and Timinto. Yeah, yes, you could so yeah. Baby say you treat you, you know so. Tantini and Kimindi wo, Mom Pepe be anya.
Yema doma kwaba. Yema mpempe makwaba. Ano pay my in trap pianko when you say when you're married. I'm a CTV. I catch now. Stations the doors. So kakrebi na kano kore. Kakrebi na kano kore wa Ghana. And well. But when him say I'm a Ghana, the people will be on him say, your command. Maybe more comment this year, Munkoso. Huh? Wait, man. Maybe more comment PP. But for now, as journalists, ladies and gentlemen, they back home on my Ghana. Say nana no anko a nkinia meaning so already who they are, but sometimes, if not all the times, I am super worried as a citizen of this country. And I ask myself, do we have leadership? Is there a leader in this nation? Have there ever been a leader in the Fourth Republic of this country? Because a good dear who do a war from gold to diamonds. Is it bauxite or manganese? Is it salt or rubber? Is it cocoa or timber? Is it oil? We have discovered lithium. And yet, ladies and gentlemen, our children still go to sleep hungry. And yet we have leaders. Now, Niameyana said, say a baby to so that's what tremwa nasa or the woman is nyuma bia na kenwurem, and that will be my focus area. But answer no, it is our duty to judge every leadership. And so you streaming live on Facebook, share mami. Oh, share me so far phone and Facebook, share mami. Copy link and share mami. I call them the civilian soldiers. If you are a civilian soldier, then it means that you are an ardent follower of Edika. All the civilian soldiers will be on the phone. Mr. Obra Facebook, share me copy link, fat other platforms. You can't credit to me. Now you find Ghana, my penibia we can pay. Ghana, you will fancy penibia. Ghana, you find high penibia or be one more president or this can free the chrome ever your money. Nana Akufo-Addo one first can free Chebi. John Dramani Mahama one first can free Boloban boy. And I say Vice President Mahmoud Bawumia say o free Wale Bani you discuss on family can ye. Free goal Kwame Nkrumah first can free Izima. Nkrofo and first can free Nwama. File Lieutenant Jerry John Rollins on first can free Anglo. Penny for first can free Asante Dabai. Will be obey a Ghana man penny, including late Atta Mills. One first can free Asafo Womunina, a Ghana Sika. It is Obiba Transnot to a minor sign of Pansam, no to be kind of French Lenua, Nehame. Because there are a lot of people that are groaning because they are going through pains on the land of golds and diamonds. Now in this day and age, Tinyasani biani kromo. Ah, wabe oman peninu. Nyasani biani kromo. Etiampia, owosa kronso ni nyansa. DC no kronso woni agene. And some of these things we should beg you before you do your duty. Are you sick in the head? But sometimes I don't blame them. Yeah, koto aba majimi fo no medi enso. Enti wo man no etete pansam a na tete pansam agua so because yeah koto aba majimi fo. Baby e true no ye ne abre okroma o. If you not joke with the youth of this country, will they tell you? Huh? Nobody should joke with the youth of this country because it's got into our neck. We'll be civil with you today, but are you sure you can contain us tomorrow? Are you sure you can contain us tomorrow? Ekwesi da pain and I'm dear who best Ghana for my room. Ekwesi da pain. So Nkrumah told you, say Ghana for and Nkrofobia boom home pa. Ghana for abutra, they have patience. But sabi some hunu amugusu di ewa pain say Drew Ghana for when they cannot contain it anymore, then you see the true colors of the Ghanaian youth. Don't think that the Ghanaian youth will always fall. Don't think so. It's we a leader, Fadjiniton, we a MP, we a minister, Fadjiniton, we a president who say, won't trust the Biarada. A time will come, I will bet any penum. Now, so who did some Luna over 20 penum? Can you contain them? Think. Omayan Suenya Sabeni, Muhana to Alpha Conde, Monfen Suenyansa, Muhana yet to President Basum, Monfen Suenyansa. Ah, Muhana Mua, Ibrahim Try Yaku, well, Burkina Faso, Womayan Suenyansa. Asimugwata took over the lands of Mali. Omayan Suenyansa, Mupasi, Tumwasan, Mosuenyansa. What can I say happening? We ain't really a man. Do you know why I'm angry? No, I'm watching. Do you know why I'm angry? Or mind your desika. Ah, they also let him. No, hold on. Let me play this. Kwame, my boy now Okenya as a 7 penny for. There's this poet. Okenya as a 7 penny for. Masaboy no. Or no cry president. Nyansa chimsi baby.
Should we book an appointment for you at an ear clinic because surprisingly you haven't? Mr. President, this is going to be one of the uncomfortable truths you are going to hear about yourself from a young Ghanaian, but I care less because you have carelessly run this country into a disaster, shambles, and I don't even know the word to use anymore because this isn't another fellow Ghanaian's vocabulary lecture. We have been suffering since the inception of time, and in 2022 we are still suffering. Why? Mr. President, should we book an appointment for you at an ear clinic because surprisingly you haven't been hearing and your translators are doing a bad job? You are 78 years, have nothing to lose, and if 20-year-olds are complaining like this, then things are simply not right. Because tell me why we provide everything for you to be comfortable, but you recklessly make the life of the average Ghanaian uncomfortable. People are spending more and still earning less. Surviving in this country is a miracle. Living each day is depressing. Mr. President, this isn't what you promised. You blame everyone else except yourself. You are in a toxic relationship with COVID and Russian-Ukraine war because you gaslight them to make them believe it is their fault that your country is in crisis. The job for family and friends cruising in Land Cruisers with one carrying your chair and a communicator saying you are sovereign, so your chair must be carried around. The least said about that, the better. The youth and everyone is angry. The warnings have been sounding loud enough. We haven't hit the streets yet because Buhari is your friend. He doesn't have a good record with protests, but we will. Mr. President, the people who wrote Sika Mpedede for you forgot to add that Sika Mpe rough. Mudi Sika Nina aye rough, ama money nina aye basa. And before you tag me a pro-NDC or a non-patriot, remember I'm a pro-Ghanaian first. Fuel is rising on a daily. Businesses are folding up, marriages are breaking, clothes, food, rent. And if lost work, young people wouldn't need to cough up 3,000 to 4,000 cedis just so they could afford a decent place to live. Mr. President, we are not asking for much. We are not asking you to fly us out into the air to shower. Just make the country work. As for the dollar, it should keep rising because you have all bought USDT.
I think Ndimbe Francis Munyo, but I don't know his full details. I chance support, and I think it's worthy of hearing, if not airing. And he couldn't have posited better in the poetic language than what he gave. Now, Okabibi said, Mr. President, this is not what you promised. I'm going to tell you what they promised, and we must judge them by their deeds. What you say? Look, who judge you be a main source a better girl? Huh? Say party be at a swag. Who judge na a better girl opposition? Don't be worried. In the MPP to see. O fire na beka so NDC ni G2 enye nwan na gu ho wate se MPP free so NDC ba fire on o fire ma beka say o MPP ni G2 enye nwe and gu ho you ready so obema o maya adwuma ma Ghana enye ye, and that should be your duty as a journalist. Na o man pani no ye na adwuma wono de enya no ma ne ye adwuma na o journalist de o be ye adwuma yes o MPP na ye NDC o man pani ye na adwuma bi atag no hey can no correct to me no mind say I'm going to tell you what they promised. Guy said, okay, Mami Misao. No, let me watch. Mami Misao. So, man, penny ba, na nakufa the mobile no say, Yantu abanemom, na Ghana private jets, but on Mako High, private jets, every hour, be able to 18,000 euros and cover to a man. Is that what they promised? Haven't they done it? So, mobile no say, you see factories do, but you discount back see cathedral. Not sa cathedral, no, you're spending close to 300 million. And so, this year, I done the biggest galamsey pit in the history of our country. And Kabeto Abanamom. And I'm hearing this one. Kabeto Abanamom. Is that what they promise you? No, I'm asking you, is that what they promise you? Some promise you and say, Bank of Ghana pay a whole staff room over 2,000. I you 60.8 billion cedis. And Kabeto Abanamom. No, you didn't come on, You didn't come on. Mr. Kabeto Abanamom, man. Kabeto Abanamom. Promises are who do our promise here, and no, you. Omobano Makachile say, Oshe Auditor General report 17 billion Ghana cedis. Previously 21 billion Ghana cedis. The next one about 11 billion every year. Chrono Kitasha project, Jenemu, 80 or many years ago. A buying a crown 4 buying, and a Bibisa and Kamakatra will say, we are crown 40 to Abama. Would you have voted for them? Now, can you catch him? Because we are minus them. And Kabaye Kuyayo. Ubi Kanuka, Ubi Gas, we are manusem. Debut. Akunya the toy and addition a prayer. Now more addition pray. Near the Busia and drop a diam on some castle. Now one try and a comedy. Now with the my yak send you from Fawa. Musi Yanka Anutum because you're free and Koso. Let me tell you what they promise. Now, me can maybe say, oh my number one, I shall protect the public purse. Maybe next time we can do this in proper graphics. Or say, I shall protect the public purse. I'm asking you, have our purse been protected? Your purse, you are protected now. Number two, now Nakufa say, I am too old to steal your money. I am already having my money. Number three, or say, yet is Sika so comedy. Sikano a free at Wasiana. Name say Gusuti so a mommy me ana. Number 4, hey, journalists, munye we say juma we na some ye. Kuro have journalists for with the school no credit be ko no kwa. Mun ko school fees. Number 5. Was say I am not corrupt and will never be corrupt. Is Akufo-Addo and his people corrupt? Is this government corrupt? To the extent that the former special prosecutor say he is the mother serpent of corruption. Huh? They also try me and see. Ya try no, ya kwe no, matra makwe, ya try no, ne kra saying, was say I can develop Ghana without borrowing the money here. And yet, listen, he has entered in history as the single government will borrow over 400 billion. A free message of Bahama 122 billion. Says Ghana can over 600 billion. Sikano, Wamadi Ayadang, and you are not asking, Sikano, you did go to play. You are not asking because what's the people near to Wofi? Hey, Mimi Swami said, you can't say, Ofuriata, Ofuriata Papa, Lombam Papa. What are you talking about? Who young people say why? When people know join it, can you crash to me and have your young people? Every people are the other. Every people are the other 2 tables. On the penny, almost some man now young people will be from me, or chin in our fire, chin, Pepini, yes, Pepini, stop that nonsense tribalism and speak truth to the corridors of power. Pepini, it is soon, ya fire no, and you say, Yamadum so was a Yamahama, and Yamafumbia, and your name Mahama, on the no drink, number 10 in the book, or chin in there, Nipa, a 20 and Canasem. Tribalistic people. Say, well, see, I am not corrupt. Well, corrupt on him. I can develop Ghana without borrowing. I will transform Ghana in 18 months. Oh no, can will transform it. I will not operate a family and friends government. I buy this or no operative family and friends government. And Crawford Yajuma wa buy no. Me no can say office of the president, secretary, be dear true. We in India. Minister of Finance, we in India, the list is endless. Wama and the back contract so plenty a year food bridges. Sikano create no day yet. Tienoka, I will say I will fight corruption with our honest principle. As a journalist, Kwakasa, near Payakwe, me credit and some me glass. I will make the Kole Lagoon or Dog River tourist site. The $43 million, Emma Siciliadapa, Equati Gotenum, and Swene or Dog a whole bong as in baby. What dog bonsi 40. Look. It's good I remain the civilian. And a civilian I will remain. But if I was a soldier in a different country, I can imagine yet. Let them catch it up. Becoming I'm telling you. I am telling you. Because Ghana belongs to us. Ghana belongs to all of us. Ghana yanya will make a crabby ass on Fanko. A crumfo. Thieves. Then collided the Fomusiania. Let Jimmy focus on OMC war. Oniani. What kind of a sick nation is this? I'm seeing my money back to school. School funa. I'm pissed off this morning. MP Fumbis on OMP war. I'm money back to school. School funa. Sick people. Shut up for. When you're charging a man can't know. Sunny about what friends said, not penny quasi a banano. Yes, Sabano, Nanamo Badano, Nanamo Badano, Nanamo Badano, Nanamo Sunny about what friends, not penny quasi what you say, Nanamo Badano, more yes, Sabano, a bad. Nanamo to Sabi in Kabab, we are to Sabi womb, or to send you Jimmy Fasano, your Grand Bible, so can I be from? You don't have human conscience. You treat your people as slaves. You don't care about the welfare of your people. Their death is your glory, and their suffering is your happiness. Your source of joy is to see them wallow in poverty. You've heard their cry in the wilderness, and yet you are not attending to them. You call yourself leaders, and yet you are misleaders. You don't care about the welfare of your people, and yet elsewhere, ladies and gentlemen, they care about their people with passion, with all alacrity. They attend to the needs of their people. But our leaders are so dumb to the extent that they don't care about our future. When people are building future 500 years ahead of time, we are building in retrogression. And you say we should not speak when you are destroying our future. You said we should not speak when you have amassed all the wealth to the detriment of the poor taxpayer. You said we should not speak because of your laws, because of your military, because of your police, because of your so-called national security. You think we should be afraid of you? We can never be afraid of you forever. Listen, you've not had the best of the Ghanaian youth. Be steady in this country. Be steady in this country. You've not heard the last from the youth of this country. Be steady, because we cannot be silent for long whilst you fool about in this country. The worst you can do is to arrest us. You can go further. If you arrest us, we'll come back. We'll tell you the same truth. Arrest us, we'll come back. We'll tell you the same truth. Arrest us for the 100th time. We'll come back. We'll tell you the same truth. And even if you care to kill us, the yet unborn generation will know that when their forefathers like us came, we were not cowards. We fought in bravery. And with all bravado, we were able to change the fortunes of our nation. We are not afraid of anybody. And so we are not afraid of your intimidation. We will not allow you guys to cow us into submission by not speaking the truth. We are children of God. And no child of God is afraid of you. Listen, Kwame, Famiko Ngrembo. My minion say, Munu no Mukai or Mantimayan, Famiko Ngrembo. Famiko Ngrembo, Neko he, a Daya, one man do you see Cassie, ye block a kingrem. Ye block a kingrem, and so a buy one, you shall say, Crawford, the edited form, editor form. So you see how you do my baby. I'm penning that down. Or the saying, John Mahamamo. At the Ghana Sika, and this is Sika, and this is Funiska. What the Ghana Sika, and the seas are day. He blocks, and the honor. And yet, in the same community, your uncle for a doom of food dafem, etrade. Let be a penny with ye. Who Facebook a share me, but a credit didn't trosso, but your only Facebook was so far phone. Far phone, and you want to know there. Far phone, or Facebook a far phone, only Facebook a far phone. Apart from say or texting message, share the link, share the live link, copy link, juma. Now that you na no can say bia no wunyina TV so, but what me share man no krane kai. Or be on the phone. I'm not surprised. I do ma kra juma kra mon share. No wabontin. Kra mon share. Mon share. Ka wo juma kama no bia share, no bia share, mon share. Oh, I don't. See, my father, I'm asking, sir, Honomono. But I'm not even surprised because Sagleme Krompa, you crash Saglemeni cracking room. Sagleme housing project crack, you be $200 million. Saglemeni cracking room. It said that we create a computer crack. Just say, these people are the true definition of John 10:10. They are an embodiment of the thief does not come, or the devil does not come except to steal, to kill, and to destroy. The leadership of this country have come to steal from the people, to kill the people, and to destroy us. And journalists are quiet. And I don't know why they call themselves journalists. How can you be a journalist and be a coward? What kind of a journalist are you? What kind of a journalist are you? I read into me more by and conference someone shawano. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid of that can only kill your flesh, but be afraid of only one man. For he can make your flesh and spirit burn in hellfire, and his name is the Elohim. If Elohim is our backbone, then we need not be afraid of the oppressor. Don't be afraid. Speak the truth to the quarters and corridors of power. We are journalists. Yes, we can educate them. Yes, we have to entertain them. Yes, we have to inform them. But your most important job as a journalist is to hold certain leadership accountable, because they hold the public purse. They can either make the people poor or make the people wealthy. So if we're journalists and you are not talking about these things, then I don't know what you are talking about. Because you better argue, say, we end this in internet day. Who if you said John Mahama or my fire no almost see a MP before. I don't say Shabre. And now John Mahama anyway, you fire people no. See NDC ni. John Mahama ba, you fire no make see MPP for. It's like the be a once empty canoe when forgetting your game, forget it. Forget one. And they think they'll go scot-free with this. Some of us have bomb so you bomb biatu. Ghana politicians, major stations will bomb biatu. So dream burning now one so about bomb muscle. Don't think you run away. You make people cry as if there's no leadership. A bomb so. A bomb so. Can for Riata, we are Minister of Finance. When him say a clear conflict of interest, say, Oba Ghana foot to some for. Now I say I do company, I personal advice, I'm on mine. Okuro nunti say Ghana kwa Bobisia. Not where you use company as transactional advisor. Now Ghana kwa Bobisia ni what to say. Now on my phone to hold can for Riata. We are all sick. I'm telling you, we are all sick. But I don't blame you. Almost all of us, if not all of us, are product of nonsense education. Education fundamental, you know. And part of our culture, so we have, with time immemorial, grew or we have been growing a cowardized generation, a generation whose character is woven with a spirit of intimidation, and so the youth are not able to rise. And nothing na yempeni fonenia brofono ekosia. Oh, you know, you're India, but Brunei for 90% or 10% because they are timid before them. Why? Time when Brunei was growing a stronger generation 50 years ago. Our forefathers were growing a timid generation 50 years ago. And so when these two separate generations meet at the table of negotiation, the timid generation must give way for the promises of the generation that does not believe in cowardice. And now, Mikai. Your mind. So Bikram Kasa who failure. Yamanko when him. Bikram Kasa who failure. Yamanko when him. Umanko and Bikram Kasa who fail English. Yes, who fail it. And Tenutunko and Bikram Kasa. But Ukram Kasa don't failure now. It is sad. My Eric Yabuan Kasa. Eric Yabua is Zonal Council Chairman. Hello, Eric. Hello, Eric. Hello, Eric.
Hello, Nana.
Now, a pop design.
Yamisha, no.
Producer, Ayana, Ode Dana to Swama, you're finding Comoina. Eric, one casa poteno, we are whining now, I'm for the original.
Medasi. Me pacho, within the Eric, you watch them there. The assembly member or a Sensu electoral area. The zonal council head or a Sensu the Yami zone. Nina or Doma Central Municipality.
Doma Bruno Hafo.
Yeah, Bro region.
Naturally say a honor or Hinkesi and one Doma Hene.
Yes.
So I know
before say the doctor.
Me pacho catch and say me panasempa. Woman a hini efe or sumo man for on your hin.
Yeah, that's it.
I mean, Shirano. Why he's not interested in gold, Nissan man. Yeah. But him ye, this over sumo mine. Anyway, straight to the point. Me pato suku nua ye no. I can't no. My hua bakosam kakra.
Me that's it. I am here say na ye di school home komo nkabem de senka ye di home komo na ka pa hon to ma. The Yamin Sasra so Sensu your Quanico school. Minia here and this pencil. You got John the Money Mahama. Where now you say Obeche schools. Or who the Mamma. As some Sergeant for and the Babaka Hon in Abaka be a woman who's part of my mind senior school, yeah. You broke the back of the dome, yeah. Yeah, ye are now 16 women say, you broke it, go see the Yami. I said, make us say, you broke a room. You broke now, you see, and Nakatuna bro. Remember, 65 to 70% complete. Abanses are buying, meaning a school dino, I can room. Now, Abandada no a year, Juma to the extent, say, I feel about in Kunjakura buy. Contract day and night, no, or site, no, all year, Juma. After the time, I contract, no, overcate post, no, now almost 1,000 bags of cement. Abandada and buy, the Ghana is go. About before buy no 1 pound kura ema 1,000 bags of cement in Minia a keki kura essay bebe ku yi etugui
eba About your own assembly, or can be a Sanocranimua. You bet me the way Jim Rennie, so him, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dear, since some now coming in no crank quadia, you bet which. Then throw there, in control her. Oh,
sure.
And a young DC in Tinabe Sandia Mano. We end this in me.
Assembly member.
Ah, on your politics. It's not just no crane out. I am a young DC, you might no crane out.
And I'm making it.
Ubetimes should be a say. Abandano cement may 1,000. I'm to go on a cake man say.
Bars of cement. Essay. Essay, a key. It's a now wooden structure or mukipu or more particulars. It is a wooden structure and every vacated post, no. To rainfall. It is so good, we must have much business. No. Essay in here.
Now, situation of learning to say, oh, and I'm a time now can in school somewhere. It's wake and room when you're here, yes, sir.
No question about the Mahaya, the Mah Central. Government senior high school say oh AMU. Government senior high school say oh the Mass Central Municipality AMU. The Mass senior high school and now Salvation Army senior high school ewa aboabo. Now the Mass 2020 population and housing census which they say you over 111,000 persons in the Mass. Of which 60% are mobile school. Imagine say schools may need to accommodate in Kwani na. Over the Mahaya. The Dama within the Dama Central, no, you the Amasu zone, that's the Ankobia zone. Abumina can move more school back, and the Marta no back. Amaja zone, ya quite for Kobosheno. When your schools are be any. You could do a cry brave at the school into us. Because some of our schools selection system, and the minister will follow your catchment area school. Into a funny catchment area, say the mine, they are any day student.
Okay.
So we are in day student. Akura no ba on team manya dan tan mo da ma. This so far as I in day student in there. Oba school no kura bi ha on kokura no tifi. Most of them eda so e wo fie. Within that the Yami enclave e wo fie a muntimi enko school.
Na sa asemi enna empanyufo anim adeja. Why na MC o?
Ona bu dis awatra na MC o da ma ha. He's away.
Why na MP? Why na MP o?
Yeah, he answer MP so health minister. Ona bu kwajuma manu cabinet minister.
Ha?
Yes.
Papa na o ma Ghana bo ka no.
Oh yes. O kan hu bi na
do ma ye ajima menu.
Yes.
Papa na edro $10 per dose. COVID edro no. What dem $19?
They are the feminist CCI Edama.
Oh, who ye? Or Minister of Health. Oh, who ye?
Oh, yeah. Oh, who ye? It's a mega to us about in Kunjabai. It's an answer, not contact on our side. I had man to almost 70% complete. You know, our side all the time. Think and say, within a short time, I'll be completed. Until I bind in Kunjaba, say, we are planning Kunjab, going to have for a school for Unkra. And I hope you and Tota, but not an official. You know, some better also. You know, some better also. Here and here, I can have breath from Kunjana. Do a death near the buy, no. I'm PNMC at the anymore everywhere. The call first, no. The Yamabunu, I resisted that I'm from Kunjanunko. The energy, but more sugar for the buy, the very from Kunjan, everywhere at the coma at the schools. MP is away. MP is away.
And to the important on my phone.
In the Abanya found the Hufua. This is the Zona Council, no, and they are organized. And that's an Nana Okrumo and Nabrafo. Bafo or the Mahina Asafo Hene, now organize it. Now, for you to me, I could do who could do a cotton a war and I am.
And MC in Osina Jumane say.
Well, I say a central government project into another. To me,
a central government project here. Or not represent to a Mampeni at the district. He has a special role to play as a Mampeni in the district. To what end? And our fight is a school. You better to what end?
The question of the Mafoye Bisa MC on the MP say some say a central government project to win to us. You presume some central government or that same Kunjana on Mefa Viruana. Because Kunjana is a central government at the buy. It's in Kunjana to me and to us central government.
Yeah.
Then I prefer central government.
Kunjana why never Fakoi?
MC and MP.
I then MC ni MP. I won't say Jumane Bro on Swono. etnye to me aba fan konya kwa bra the so called central government ayo project no e bia ma ma ho
million question na ese ebisa
eti emabunu na mo okrom ho no mo hwe sen ya na mo hwe
oh no yeah bidisa na no di ho nkomo very soon you hit ground
mo nye demonstration bia mo tinte so kokko mo mani mre
yeah demonstration time na mbe fa nkodwa na firi ho no yeah demonstration ma ya mo fan nkodwa no later omo de sojafo and buy then what do you do
the musro sa sojafo no be kumo
minia bi na sem nema enkoyi nso nkwan ode kuna ne tetema be fa nkodwa ne koye ma ya ho ba se obekọ enche aban ba beto aso me se aban ni pa bia kora nkọ heba bia dan ni si aban ni pa bia kora nkọ heba bia dan no
na ade na mo hwe so amoto abama ayi half so my MP ade na mo gina so ensre mani bresem na mbisa no mo gina de so
minister
ai mo gina so
ade MP since 2008
hey
oh yes since 2008
ana da bia motoma no adai
MP you see I don't know you see some questions here no say yeah total survey ni ahwe de amanfo gina so eto abama health minister because baby american kwanya na ye main road from the mahin close to the yame ho kwanya be pass through Taforo asensu na nua so ko he kwanya na I say going to be so sum pesa why our kwanya mfimfina the come to some yankanti achi wa kwanya mfimfini kwanya tuya common reshaping health minister ni MCO ha entimi hwe e ma yenye kwanya say because osaje fo ye ni communal labor no be fa kwanya so ya papa no osaje for the doctor the doctor so me
okay
e better say number 2 esu say akwan pa mama mfo fa
ya hu eti gina so me ba cho sa wo hwe yensesi a wo hwe TV ne so a producer yade wanya chrono map no man kama GPS no solid wo ba hu say ahoma where then I say red one and I say carry color right me dey finfin no red bi si so no me pa no baby a red ni si na yekuru no baby a school no school na yeka ho asem no eno na red ni si ho go finfin on na emomu wo hwe ahoma no a eda red no mu na ye kwan no a wo ka satete se kontebe no
yeah
mo kuro no mom de anya fe kuro no nya fe
abani boy kuro no enclave na so to aba ama mpia
oh dabi eno de emblem ye ho aba fo ne yeto onwo eno nti na me ye de me ba asase so se me nche me man free adwin kwaso no MPP enye o property tie na me ka no NDC enye o property o ma ji me ya che sabe look I am not saying some two men this and then two men PP no party listen no party can change this country. It must take an individual. Listen to me. Mamun tu abama party, mun tu men nipa na party mu man. Enti no obi te say owura health minister. Hwe adwuma fu a why amamu so many years from 2008. No masia to abama no become MP before. Mu mi nya sane ma no. Uko voter region MPs be broma bon, MPs near phone. Still dey bia na I mean you man before to man because NDC munya sa ne ma no woni pa ko ne NDC no wabo atutia to man people ni ana to different party wo MPP ni no wabo atutia to man NDC ni ana to different party we are Ghanaians first yenti ase they Ghana first
some cry say na asif mo nu say for several months ni MP kura man na man nsrahwe common visitation yeto abama no wie kukura ye hu papa no also a cabinet minister. All the cabinet ministers.
Moto Abama is on cabinet minister.
We don't know.
So he has not. So Mr. Moto Abama say, "Uraj Mamman don't cabinet minister."
Yeah, to Abama so Mr. as MP.
MP. So
from wherever. So obey stakeholder consultation. Obey kuro papa inyebi.
Obuon man am a cabinet minister. Me to Obama as a cabinet minister from home. Me to Obama as a go represent me in parliament. Now I'm a cabinet
Madoso. You like Madoso I had Mr. San and at least the man only one major hospital. One ever. Basically because our foundation stage still. Nti do man ye hu ahwe free papa no so. Ade an go say 18 months. Me say 2020 but of November 2020. Obefa one of our chiefs na Nadia na hina ye ne ba bi ko yame for nsi ye. Ekota do ma president hospital. Say obesi accident and emergency unit. Ati face ma obesi besi ne ye nya nduru ba bia. Ye bisa an say adan a o si contractor na nko obesi ne covid ya che no Israel.
Okay. My fancy, but I'm sure, sir, you because wedding come on. Yeah, that's it. Why assembly member? But because we come out man for why? Don't be me who be and show me why? Obia be you on tena ho. Obi kun kra obeba sama do na ye senior. Watch on the levels on. Forget me Obi and fe who show. No fire. I will build a cathedral without the taxpayers' money. We will never go to IMF for bailouts. I will build 350 new secondary schools from scratch. Almost saying, I will build 111 district hospitals in 18 months. I will make Accra the cleanest city in the whole Africa. Africa, you know, the hikes in fuel prices will be a thing of the past. Also, to fuel. Yeah, 2 days ago. I'll give each constituency $1 million when you're there by your account. Me trying on screen, you know. I will build a factory in every district. You coffee juice and ammunition, you know. I will make the Kwali Lagoon Odo River tourist sites. Also, when you say Dubai or the yacht, all right. I'm fancy na ye twa ho na ye ne opanyin bi ni nkomo South Africa. But that didn't na Oto Darko ye we. Opese ne mindful. Eji wo ho free adwen ko aso no. No mo hunu say. Yes some Ghana. Na yan some NDC. Yes some Ghana. Na yan some MPP. Tin family aban wote so. Kan wadwe. Won wode o manfo ni din kobo besia. On oje o manfo ne to. Asase ase agudie ene agudie wo nyina no. Won ne da na ban mu. Na sa wo de wo hyebre ahye obi nsa. Na onye ne mayi. Na so wo betere ono mo a ene na wala you. But me de se ne amaka no. I don't want to die an ordinary man. But to die an extraordinary man, you need to do extraordinary things. Me doing the nana Oto Darko barima na osoma ne frisoro. So hwe me anim ka no kranchire no. I am the voice for the voiceless. You can call me the gatekeeper of the nation. After the break, we will travel to South Africa. Stay here.